Dan at Numeric Racing. Today we're going to do a review of the Soul Performance that I put on my 2020 GT4. I put the full race system on, so there's no cats on this car, but when you do that, you have to send your ECU out to have it reprogrammed so it won't throw the check engine light on in the car. But after doing a tune and the exhaust, it really brought this thing to life. Probably, I'd say, easy 40 horsepower minimum. It felt like when I first got the car, it was definitely restricted. My 991 Carrera S was faster. As soon as I did the work to the car just, it pulled on the 991 Carrera S, no problem. And then I also put wing risers on the wing to get it out of the, when you look in the rearview mirror, you were looking directly at the wing. So put the risers in, so now when you look out the rearview mirror, you got a clear shot at it. The car's a little dirty right now, but you know, don't really care honestly. Just have fun driving it. So we're gonna go do a couple revs on this thing, a couple flybys, so you guys can hear what it sounds like. But she screams, that's for sure. Put my shifter in the car and we put the pedals in there, but the pedals have got so much more grip on them, and the actual gas pedals on bearings, so it's so much more smoother, and the pedals themselves are bigger. I mean, especially for the older cars, when you have to go heel toe, it makes it so much easier to heel and toe. But considering this is a newer car, don't have to do it because I got the auto blip on it, which makes it nice and easy to drive. But when I had them in my 991 Carrera S, when I had to do the downshift and match the res on the downshift, it was so easy to do with these pedals. I mean, it was amazingly easy. I was just like, I impressed myself when I put them in the car. So I highly recommend them. And then there's no visible screws on them, so you're not drilling any holes or screwing any screws in anything. They're going right on. Everything's hidden. So you're just seeing the pedal itself, and then the gas pedal is like really smooth because it's on bearings. So you get a good feel for the throttle. And then the shifter, getting rid of all of that flex in the shifter, and the throws are so much shorter. So it's such an improvement. And when you match it up with the cables, it's like night and day difference over stock. This car is as close to as a race car for the street, you can imagine. You can hear me grunting when I get out of it because of these seats. Especially yesterday, I trained yesterday, so when I got out of this car, I sounded like an old man getting out of it today. But it's actually fun, so we're gonna do a couple flybys. I always say loud and proud is always how all my cars sound. I don't drive very quiet cars. I love stuff when I get in it. It makes me laugh because obviously if I go ripping by somebody and they got their window down, it's going to scare the living daylights out of them. Some people might honk, but most people, you know, they give you a thumbs up and they're like, oh, nice car, you know, but doing stuff like that. But you know, I carry this around with me. Got to give a shout out to John Gatos and Soul Performance for taking care of me on this. But this car definitely screams. I mean, it really brought it to life with the exhaust and doing the tune on it. And yeah, I still have a little bit more work I want to do to it, but I'll be getting GT3 power out of this thing soon. And these Caymans, they handle awesome. I mean, mid-engine Porsches, in my opinion, definitely handle better than the 911s, rear-engine cars, because I've had both. So that's my opinion. This car is just like, it's been my favorite car I've ever had in my hands on. Well, that was fun. Definitely a noisemaker. I can't stop laughing every time I do stuff like that because it is pretty funny when you do it. I mean, the car definitely screams. I mean, if you want your car to be loud and obnoxious, I definitely recommend putting this exhaust system on your car. And definitely do a tune, because you're going to need to do a tune in order to get rid of the check engine light. But after you do the tune, you also are able to rev the car out an extra 200 RPM. So it goes from 8,000 RPM to 8,200 RPM. So it pulls, I believe, 130 miles an hour in third gear right now. Third gear is pretty tall, but it was a 10 mile an hour difference after I did the tune. So, this car, I mean, it's a little dirty right now. Like I said, I don't care. I drive it, so. Yeah, it was fun.
Peace.